Lay down, Sally, but you rest here in my arms. Don't you think you want someone to talk to? You ain't nothing but a hound dog. You ain't never gonna rather than you ain't no friend of mine. Go, gotta go, go. Johnny, be good. Hey everybody, how's it going? Hope you're having a nice day. I'm doing a songwriting tutorial, number 2. If you're more of a beginner, you can start with my number 1, or if you missed that one, where I cover the 1, 4, 5 chords. And we're going to delve into minor today. I just did a demonstration of 1, 4, 5 with the key of G. And we did the key of C in number 1. Now we're going to do key of G. And we're going to delve into the relative minor and the minor scale. And then that'll lead us into how we can do more chord progressions than just 1, 4, 5. So it's amazing how this stuff works and how much you can use it in your own songwriting and how many songs you can find these chord progressions in. Literally thousands. I just picked a couple off the top of my head here. Hope you're excited for this songwriting lesson. Let's zoom on in on the hands. Alright, so in my introduction I did a demonstration of how useful the 1, 4, 5 progression is. I did Time of Your Life, Stir It Up, Twist and Shout, Louie Louie, Give Me One Reason, La Bamba, Lay Down Sally, Hound Dog, and Johnny Be Good. All in the key of G. Now, those songs are not all in the key of G, but therein lies a nice little reality about music, is that it's relative to the key we're in. So just because Johnny Be Good is in, B flat or B or whatever, doesn't matter. I can play it wherever I want. And if I want to start with a key that's easier for me, I can use a 1, 4, 5 progression to my advantage by just knowing 3 chords and being able to play literally thousands of songs. What's happening with 1, 4, 5 is the 3 major chords of a key. So if you haven't checked out my songwriting lesson number 1, please do that, where I kind of go over what that means. So we did that in the key of C in my first lesson, C, F, G to C. But if we're in the key of G, we count up to 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, there's the C chord, and then to 5, there's the D chord, G. There's 7 notes in a scale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 8 is the same as 1, meaning it's a G octave up. A chord is 3 notes, the 1, 3rd, and 5th note. 1, 3, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 3, 5. All right. Now, what we want to do today is we want to delve away from 1, 4, 5 only and look at minor chords. The first chord you want to learn, the first minor chord you want to learn is the relative minor. And what that is it's basically the same key as the major chord, meaning here's the key of G, here's the key of E minor. They are the same key, they have the same notes. If I handed a pianist a piece of sheet music with a key signature from G major or a key signature of E minor, they'd be exactly the same. There's so many songs that go back and forth between the relative major and minor, like that George Harrison's I really wanna know you, I really wanna show you, right? Off of his All Things Must Pass double album, which you should all check out. Now what the relative minor is it's a Roman numeral 6. So if we count up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we've covered the 4 and 5. If we go up one more note to the 6, we get to this E note. And I'm telling you now that the 1, 4, and 5 are the only major chords, at least in traditional harmony, meaning that every other note is going to be minor or diminished, but don't worry about that. So this is a minor chord, E minor. You'll notice that, by the way, if I played an E major, I've now put my first finger on the G note. If we're in the key of G, why would I change the G to a G sharp? Well, I would do that if I wanted to make a cool effect, and that's why knowing the rules is important, so that when you break the rules, you understand that you're actually doing that. But if I'm in the key of G, I would want to keep that G note in all the chords that I can. So G is in the chord of E minor. So there you go with your E minor chord. And a very, very popular progression is the 1-6-4-5. Let me give you an example. Won't you stand? Oh, stand by me. Right? Stand by me. Stand by me is do-do-do, doom, da-da-doom, doom, da-da-doom. It's basically a 1-6-4-5 as clear as day. Da-da-da, 4-5, stand by me. Very, very crucial. I got rhythm, I got music. That's an old American jazz standard called I Got Rhythm. That's actually 1-6-2-5, but 4 and 2 are relative, just like the 1 and 6 are. There's so many examples. Let's say I start on the E minor. Gonna take a lot to drag me away from you. I just started in a different place, but I just sang the chorus to Africa, which I'm sure many of you love. 6 chord to 4, then to 1, then to 5. And then there's a 1-5-6-4. I will wait, with or without you. You too. Learning to fly. Let's say we start, you can always start on a different chord. You don't have to start on the 1. What if I start on the 4 chord? I'm learning to fly around the clouds. Tom Petty. 4 to 1, 6 to 5, 4 to 1. Now again, I don't think he played that in the key of G. How about Heart of Gold, Neil Young? I wanna give. Right? So we're starting on the 6th chord. I want 4, 5, then to 1. Now you may say, gosh, you're taking the mystery out of it. I thought these songs were so unique and special. They are, but the chord progression is the least unique aspect of it, and that's just the reality. What's special and unique about it is the melody, the lyrics, the feeling, the rhythm, the way that the guitarist is playing, the exact chords and voicings they're doing, the anticipations. You know what I mean? So there's literally millions of melodies, or that's probably really conservative, trillions of melodies with all the rhythmic complexities you can do that you can create. That's why I want to dispel the idea that it's a mystery with the chord progressions. The chord progressions are not a mystery. Everything else is a mystery. The way a melody will affect you and how it'll make you feel, and why strumming in a certain way at a certain tempo will make you feel happy or sad. That is a mystery, and that there's no way to give you the answer about that. That's something you have to do for yourself. But with just 4 chords, 1, 6, 4, 5, I think I've played, 12, 13, 14 songs off the top of my head in one key. No bar chords. Okay, the last thing I'll say is, if you're still around, is you got to learn the scales if you really want to create great melodies. So if I'm in the key of G, 3rd fret, 6th string, 5th string open, 2nd fret, 3rd fret, 4th string open, 2nd fret, 4th fret with the pinky, open. 2nd fret, 2nd string open, 1st fret, 3rd fret, open, 2nd fret, 3rd fret. Now if I go down to the E minor, 3rd fret, 2nd fret, open. I now have learned the E minor scale because, remember, it's relative. So music is like a puzzle, and it'll start to connect. A lot of this will probably be, kind of overwhelming. You got to spend hours and hours messing around with just one concept. Otherwise, your brain will reject it, or it will just ignore it. So that's my advice, is to dive deep into this stuff. And if you want to sort of mess around with these songs, so that'll help your ear recognize the 1, 4, 5 and the 6, I recommend doing that. The more you think about this stuff, the more you won't have to in the future. All right? There you go. All right, there you go. So you can really dive deep into this stuff and spend a lot of time getting to know these progressions, exploring different melodies and strumming patterns. And that's really where a lot of the songwriting for me happens, is when I'm messing around and sort of exploring, and also just working on ideas, working on harmony and chord progressions. So I love doing this stuff. I hope this is something you're excited about. I'd like to continue doing this series. And go ahead and subscribe to MT Guitar. Get your daily guitar lesson on. And we'll see you next time, everybody. Have a great day. Bye.